Um, I just got up to go refill my coffee before I hit record on my phone, and I was hearing, "Oops, I did it again." Because I just sat here at 6:30. I just sat here for 2 hours, like channeling how I was going to do this message. And I'm using the Beloved Dead Oracle this morning. But I wanted to get started with today's date, which is January 7th, 2026. It is the last possible day that I can extend this court date for the bullshit that happened on September 18th with my son and his ex-girlfriend. He needs to get up and go to court with me today, and he spent the night getting drunk. So we'll see. If he doesn't go to court with me today and she doesn't show up, I guess I'm off the hook anyway, so whatever. But today's mirror is 171. Today's a 9-day. 171 is like just a, what do they call it when you just rearrange the letters in something? But this is a rearranging of the number 117, which is my number of discernment. Whenever 117 comes into my line of sight, I almost always have to stop and look at what's going on, what's being said, so that way I can use my intuition to determine the truth. So the mirror 171, I'm saying this is about discernment, but I opened the Bible this morning because 117 relates back to Proverbs chapter 11 verse 7 and Proverbs chapter 1 verse 17. Today it's Proverbs chapter 17 verse 1. Better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than a house full of sacrifices with strife. So here, a dry morsel means like a meager portion of food. And the quietness relates to peace, harmony, and tranquility. Where a house full of sacrifices is talking about, because the sacrifice word means feasting, like literally to slaughter animals for a feast. So abundance. Basically what this verse says, better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than a house full of sacrifices with strife. What it translates to is peace and contentment and simplicity are far superior to riches tainted by conflict. So all three of these proverbs train us to look beneath the surface. Don't be dazzled by abundance from today's proverb. Don't be dazzled by money, which is chapter 1 verse 17. Or worldly success, which is 11 verse 7. Don't be deceived by what looks advantageous in the moment. Strife poisons the plenty. Earthly hopes die with the body. Do choose the path of wisdom. Peace over strife, righteousness over greed, and eternal perspective over temporary gain. Discernment is a core life skill. Now, while I was shuffling this deck of cards, this card, which is not from this deck, many of you will recognize this as the Two of Swords from the Light Seers Tarot, was in here and it came out as part of the reading. the way that it came out, and I don't even know how it got stuck in these cards, but this was a very clear pay attention to me. So the Two of Swords becomes the theme for the whole day. Two of Swords is about discernment. Now, the underlying energy I will talk about, but the Two of Swords says, when blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself and move toward the light. At the bottom of the deck. Perfection. This is an imprint from childhood. This is the don't make mistakes, don't disappoint, do more, try harder. Something must be wrong with you if you can't perform to an unreasonable standard of excellence. It's abuse. This is the parents, the friends, the grandparents, the people who raised us, creating almost an imposter syndrome. If your expectations are unreasonable, you'll aspire to this childhood prediction that you will fail. But here's the truth. You really, truly could not have done more. You did the right thing and stopped being so hard on yourself. The next card at the bottom of the deck, disconnect. This card is about people that are not engaging on the same wavelength as you. People that are not resonating on the same frequency. Stop engaging with those people and just walk away from the toxic or unsustainable environment. That's it. Simple message. Choose the path of wisdom. Amid uncertainty, release self-imposed perfectionism and disconnect from non-aligned elements to choose wisely. Rewrite inherited scripts for happiness and healing. Discern what to hold on to and what to release. Those 3 Proverbs, just like the 3 men in this card with their backs to you. Discern surface temptations from deeper truths. When to trust yourself in the unknown. Release perfectionism or perfectionist strife and disconnect from harmful nets. So I invite you to go check out those other 2 Proverbs. There's a lot of wisdom in the Bible. And there's a lot of Sophia in the book of Proverbs. So, the first one, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 17. The second one, Proverbs 11, verse 7. And then today is 17, verse 1. All right, so for the main reading, we have an active love card, and it says, be you. I heard, be the raw, unfiltered, authentic you. So this card is actually pointing out a pesky pattern that's luring you away from what you value and hold dear. That pattern is crushing your boundaries with its own agenda and narrative. It's boring a hole through your confidence. And it's triggering responses that don't really resonate with the true you. The pattern of perfection. Please me, be me, don't be different. And it's causing you to question your own right to be yourself. You don't have to pretend to be anyone other than your true self. You can absolutely put on the fairy wings and the tutu and go to work that way. You can dye your German Shepherd's tail purple for all I care. Because I did. Who fucking cares? I'm going to go to protection training on Saturday, and my trainer's going to look at me like I'm fucking nuts because her tail's purple and turquoise. I don't care. It's not impacting the way that she works. Don't pretend to be somebody else. It's time to take your mask off. The mask of self-imposed perfectionism. All right, so the next card, this is communication. And look at that fight. This is the strife from the proverb. Communication causing strife. There's 3 ego states when it comes to communication. The parent, the child, and the adult. The parent is the inner voice that says, I'm the boss of you. Or it's the nurturer, enabler, and protector. The parent is going to be whichever one based on your programming, your raising, your childhood. The child can either be adaptive, compliant, obedient, and pleasing, or spontaneous, wild, creative, defiant, and in your face. For the same reasons. But then we come to the adult. The rational, reasonable, non-threatened, and non-threatening. This is the dissociation from ego. This is, the adult is the part of ourself that focuses right on the here and now. It's the healthiest, most mature state that we can be in. The adult says, is that so? In my experience, my humble opinion is, if that was me, I would. But no judgment. All right, and then the last card is change. Be the change that you wish to see. That was immediately what I heard when the card hit the table. So this is actually a turning of the tides. Your is becomes was. It's the storm or the tower, okay? This is a process of your will be until, or this is a process of this will be until it is again. And then I heard this, Que Sera, 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 whatever will be, will be. So this is either the best thing that ever happened to you, or it opens up old wounds that are caused by the upheaval. Remember, you want to be triggered because being triggered evokes change and growth. But resisting change, it's an act of control that will take you down. Ground yourself in reality and have an attitude of acceptance, without expectation and without judgment. This too shall pass. So today's a 9-day. 1 plus 7 plus 2026 equals 9. It's also a mirror day, the 171. And January is the initiation to the energy created for the rest of the year. You create this month what you create this month sets the tone for the rest of the year. 9 is about completion, release, compassion, spiritual maturity. These are endings that make space for new renewal. 9s are about forgiveness of yourself and other people. 9s are about letting go of what no longer serves. It's a day to clean house. Tie up loose ends, end draining patterns. Being the perfect child all the time is draining. It's draining. I'm the oldest daughter of the oldest daughter of the oldest daughter, and so on and so on and so on. I was expected to get straight A's, and it was drilled into me from the time I started school. If I brought home anything less than a C, I was in deep shit. And my parents were in check with the school at all times, so when chemistry didn't click with me and I chose to not do the work because I hated writing the reports, I got in trouble. Being the perfect child, the golden child, is draining, and it continued until my 40s. I no longer strive for perfection, for appearances with my family. You accept the beautiful, fucked up me that I am, and all of the bullshit that I now own that I created along the way. Or I'm just going to walk away from you. Reflect on the lessons from the past cycle. Now, 171. This is about self-awareness and inner wisdom. The 7. And it's bookended by new beginnings, independence, leadership, and manifestation. This is a nudge to align with your authentic self. Hello. Hello, be you. Trust in the divine timing and embrace the transformation. Trust the divine timing and embrace the transformation. January as the initiation month, it is asking us to set intentions. Plant seeds now and clarify your identity for the year ahead. It's a universal year one. So it's even more intense this month to be brave. Have the courage. Focus on your creations and move forward in bold new directions. January is prime for envisioning and initiating what you want to build for the next 9 years. So not only is January initiating for the next 11 months, 12 months, but because we're in a universal 1 year, what do you want to build for the next 9 years? Combined with a 9-day, it's time to clear the old and make space for the new. It's a threshold day for authentic beginnings. Set the year's tone by communicating truthfully and reducing strife and choosing peace over performative abundance. Avoid self-traps, release futile hopes and old ways, and step into wise, compassionate endings that birth real beginnings. Today is a green light for healing. So journal your intentions, do a release ritual, write and burn what you are completing. Put it on a bay leaf and burn it. Or simply just practice self-compassion today. And that is all I have for you. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow.